Hi, welcome back to my channel. I have another juicy story for you. If someone told you that a building was off limits, would you listen to them or let your curiosity get the better of you? That's what happens to Evan in this story. I call this story Whispers in the Foundation. So lock your doors and windows, dim the lights, sit back, relax, enjoy the story, and here we go. They told Evan the place was off limits. Old Briarcliff Manor had stood on the edge of town since the 1800s, a psychiatric hospital turned prison, then left to rot. Over the years, it developed a reputation. People said they heard voices behind the walls, saw shadowy figures pacing the windows, even though no one had lived there in decades. Evan wasn't one to believe in ghost stories. He was a grad student writing a thesis on the architecture of abandoned asylums and prisons. Places like Eastern State, he thought Briarcliff would be perfect until he stepped inside. The air changed as soon as he crossed the threshold. The musty hallway was lined with rusted bars, peeling paint, and half-collapsed ceilings. His flashlight flickered just once. It was enough to make him pause. He started in the infirmary. Medical tools lay scattered across counters. In the corner was a wheelchair with leather restraints, tilted slightly as if someone had left in a hurry. On the wall, someone had scrawled, "Don't listen to the floor." Odd, he thought, but he kept moving. In cell block D, where the worst patients had been kept, he felt a chill grip his spine. He heard whispering, not wind, not pipes, voices. He froze and turned off his flashlight. The whispers grew louder in the dark. They weren't words exactly, more like ragged breaths with intent. They circled him. Then silence. He turned the light back on and saw the names carved into the concrete walls. Names that matched the list of inmates who had vanished in the late 1950s. Official records claimed they had escaped. Locals believed the Foundation had swallowed them. Evan reached the basement, which had been sealed off. He pried open the rusted hatch with a crowbar and dropped in, camera rolling. It was a tunnel, too narrow for comfort, lined with ancient bricks, like the Paris catacombs. He followed it deeper, past what looked like old restraints and ritual markings scorched into the walls. The whispering returned, louder now. Evan, he stopped cold. No one knew he was there. Suddenly, the floor beneath him gave way. He crashed down into blackness, his flashlight shattering on the descent. When he came to, the tunnel had changed. The air smelled like rot and old blood, and the walls were moving. Faces in the stone, mouths open in silent screams. A voice spoke behind him, clear, calm, and wrong. "You came to see. Now you're part of the Foundation." He ran. But the corridor twisted and bent like a living maze. Every door led back to the same cell, the one with "Don't listen to the floor" scrawled on the wall. Evan's footage was later found by urban explorers. They posted clips online, brief, glitchy frames of something humanoid crawling on the ceiling behind him. He was never seen again. Some say Briarcliff took him just like it took the others. The manor's walls are thicker now, heavier, because every soul it takes becomes part of the Foundation, and it's always hungry for more. If you like this video and want more, hit that like and subscribe button and hit those comments, and I'll see you in the next video.